Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Red Wolves will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Odom. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bullock. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Kennesaw State right back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. Snagged in the middle, it's Bullock. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The inside handoff. Oh, what a move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Brings up second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bullock. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. The play-action fake. Quarterback extends the play. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Set setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Arkansas State's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Got it behind the line. It's Cross. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Tempo and overdrive. Back to pass, it's Odom. Got a man, it's Rogers. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They kick it away on 4th down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Might be calling a hot route. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Summers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Second down.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you don't usually say that very often, the strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Arkansas State 3.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for you.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. A third down try for the offense. To the air, it's Rayner. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Rucker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Little. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. RPO complete to open the drive. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Makes the grab. It's Bullock. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll pull it on the read. Got room at the 35. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Summers. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
2nd down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burris. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. And the Red Wolves back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds his tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Red Wolves! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Belcher. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Bringing the heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Pulls it in, it's Cross.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Kennesaw State right back to work.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it in the middle. It's Belcher.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Red Wolves have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this...
There he goes! Offense, quick tempo. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Belcher. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking for a man. It's Odom. Zings it complete to the right. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Kennesaw State right back to work. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Summers. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Running to the left. He's in open space downfield. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Odom. That's caught. It's Bullock. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Rogers. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rayner. With the catch, it's Summers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kennesaw State right back to work. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Bullock. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The read option right to start this drive. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball at the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Summers. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Rucker. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air, it's Rayner. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, the ground game. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Punt is in the air on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. This quarterback part of their running game.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Bullock. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a man. It's Odom. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Brings up second down.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta find a completion on this one. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.